Good morning all. Welcome to this distinct video on database services. How in the cloud computing we are handling the different kinds of data. For example, in the today's world we are having plenty of data we are handling in every day. From the banking application to social media, we are handling n number of data. So we have to handle these kind of data very difficult and how to make it as efficient manner. So for that we have the design thinking approach of database services. Let's start with how the database services working in the cloud computing with the design thinking approach. So let's start here.
So let me start with the empathy part. So coming to the empathy part, empathy is nothing but understanding the user's needs, right? So for like that, when we take empathy part in this application, so the different applications requires different data types, right? So for that purpose, we are taking the different database services in cloud computing. So first example will be the banking systems. So for example, if I am transacting a certain amount to another person, my transaction must be between me and that person. No third party should interfere with that. So by taking this as the consideration, there must be high security and high data requirements, which must be very secure by no third person can interfere with that. And second one will be the social media apps we are using day to day life. So it must have the capacity like storing all the images, storing all the comments we comment day to day. It must store all the comments, all the videos, all the images, whatever we are using in our social media apps. So it must have that security and safety purposes. And third one will be like IoT systems. For that, real-time processing will be the major issue. So by like for example, taking all these disadvantages and making some good solution is the database requirements. So define.
So yeah, from the empathy state, we have to define the defining state of the main problem issue. So talking about this, the main problem is how can the cloud platforms provides the different multiple databases for the different data types, such as like to ensure the performance, scalability, and the security. So the major problem that arises here is how we are going to provide the multiple databases to ensure all these things. So this is the defining state.
So idea. For that, what we are giving the solution. For each scenario, we have different databases to work with. First, if we have a structured database, say a form data, that should be stored in a well-structured format database. For that, we use SQL, structured query language. And these are typically used in, as I said, form data and where the structures is predefined. These consist of rows and columns and is indexed with a lot of relations with each tables. And next comes the NoSQL database. Famously, MongoDB is known for NoSQL. There are plenty of others too. In NoSQL data, we store unstructured data. By unstructured data, I mean there will be no exact structure for the document. Say a photo or a key value pairs, these don't have exact structures. So we store them in blocks and key value pairs. So in this scenario, we use NoSQL databases. Next comes in-memory databases. These are used in places where the retrieval should be very fast, that there's no time to write to disk. These databases, as the name specifies, store the data in memory, in RAM. So their retrieval is so fast. When we see the broadband capabilities of RAM and SSD, we could see that. A normal SSD can read or write up to 100 Gbps, but RAM can go up to 1 Tbps. So yeah, especially DDR5 RAMs. And next comes the data warehouses. These are used for storing a large amount of data to be analyzed. Example, Amazon data warehouses. These are typically used for analytical purposes. And next comes distributed data systems. These store humongous amount of data in distributed systems. As the name specifies, there will be not a single server storing data block. A collection of multiple data servers will be connected through a database, say Hadoop. This is used as a distributed service. This is used for storing large amount of data.
Okay.
So, in the prototype stage, the database providers provides the customers with database. The users no need to install or manage the database like Amazon RDS, Firebase, Azure Cosmos. So, these are the practical solutions of real-world problems.
Okay, from this, anyone can add?
In testing, we are present performance and scaling and security.
Okay, from the in this discussion, we are give the more what is structured data, what is unstructured data, and how we are going to handle with structured and unstructured data using SQL and MongoDB were given by our team members. So from this, we can conclude our topic about the decision thinking approach, how the databases, big data will be analyzed efficiently with this kind of advanced DBMS database management system languages like MongoDB and other Cassandra, Big Hive. These kind of things will helping to manage the structured and unstructured data in a huge manner, and it will help to retain the data wherever we need through the cloud computing. As said, how the IoT plays a vital role in the collecting the data. So these can be given in the today's session. So thanks for watching. Thank you all.